Thank you for sharing your movie with us. I wonder how it feels to see this project that you have been trying to get come to fruition for 35 years finally out in the world.
It's pretty hard because, you know, I wish I was you, because I wanted somebody to make a movie like this for me. And now that I made it and I understood everything about it and I love it, I wish I could just see it without knowing everything I know. But everything I believe in, everything I've loved is in that movie.
I was thinking that it's sort of like your own personal field of dreams, because I have heard you say that you tried throughout the years many times to get it made, and for some reason, people didn't want to do it.
Right.
Right? But you kept hearing the whispers.
I did, and you know, they wouldn't make the first one, so I thought, well, gee, it must be so good. No, not really. They don't like it. I'm going to make 4 more. So I'm like like an American knothead, you know. But I don't fall out of love with something that I know I love. I believe that my taste, I believe my entertainment value matches yours, matches everybody, and it's not conventional with everybody else's. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's worse. But I think when I really like something, I think it's going to translate to you. My women are so strong in my movie. I make an American Western, but I roll it right through the women.
It's not just the women in this movie that I thought were memorable, the children, Kevin. My favorite scene in the movie is when a settlement is being attacked and a boy has the option to go down into the bunker with his mom and his sister and stay safe, but he doesn't choose that.
That's my son.
It's all right. I'm gonna be with Dad. No. No, no.
That scene with your son Hayes, you were the director. You yell cut after that incredible performance. What happens next?
He just whispers to me on the way home, "Did I do good?"
Yeah.
And I tell him yes.
Please tell us the story of how Hayes got his name and came to be in this movie.
Well, Hayes just became the name in 1988. But then I love this story so much, and I wanted to keep this alive in my heart, and I named Hayes Hayes. You know, and so I looked at him every day, and I knew I had to make this movie.
It's all right.
And then all of a sudden I said, "I'm going to put you in the movie." And he was lovely.
He sure was. And your character is Hayes Ellison. We have to talk about him, whose mustache you're still sporting right now.
I know my daughter doesn't like it when I kiss her with this, so I got to get it off at some point. I love playing Hayes. He's illiterate. He can't read and he can't write, and he's insecure about that. And it's just a great character.
I know the man I met was on his way to kill everyone in that house. He might as well have been walking up to get the mail for all it bothered him.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens next. In our last 30 seconds, do you have time for a rapid fire?
I'm not so rapid. I make westerns, but let's try.
Let's try it. All right, ready. First job out of college.
I worked at a construction office and sold, but my second job was probably even more important. I became a stage manager. I went from having a job out of college to working for $3.25 an hour to take out movie trash. So I wanted to be close.
Would you rewatch Bull Durham or Field of Dreams?
I love both those movies. They have so marked my career. It's not like they're 2 baseball movies. They're just 2 movies that are very American.
Fill in the blank. Working with Whitney Houston on The Bodyguard was?
Memorable.
Lastly, how do you define success?
Through my family.
Well, you're pretty successful then.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kevin.